Hello, 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 and welcome. Welcome to today's edition of Midday Motivation. I'm Takia Hansley from TakiaDHansley.com, coming to you live from beautiful Baltimore, Maryland today. And today we're talking about being limitless. Ooh, right? So as you hop on, say hello. Let me know where you're chiming in from. And if you're watching the replay, drop a hashtag replay in the comments and let me know where you're chiming in from. So, guys, there's this movie came out a couple years ago with Bradley Cooper called Limitless. That's one of my favorite movies. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Hey, James, kind of talking about the movie Limitless today. So, again, if you haven't seen it, check it out, right? So brief synopsis. Hold on. Let's get this down. Brief synopsis. There's a guy, Bradley Cooper, who, he's an author. He's trying to write a book and he's stuck, right? He has, writer's block. He comes across an old friend that has these pills, these magic pills, right, that make your brain work on a optimal level. Okay, so now he's it appears that he's smarter. How about that? So now it appears that he's smarter, right? So he can analyze situations faster, and he can look at all the different scenarios and choose the best option really fast. His brain is just working at a higher capacity. It's not that he's smarter, okay? It doesn't really make him smarter. It just opens his brain up to work at a higher capacity. And who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want a magic pill to make your brain work better? But here's the thing. We don't want to just put anything in our body. I don't know what was in those pills. Whatever was in the pills, they were made in a lab and nobody else could duplicate them. Nobody really knew about it and all that. Only a few people. And if you stop taking them, you would start to degenerate or something crazy like that. Hi, Tiffany. So, we don't want to take a magic pill to make our brain work smarter and faster. But there are some natural things that we can do to optimize our brain capacity. All right? That's what I'm going to go over today. How can we naturally turn our brains on a higher level? Okay? Because actually, did you know that everyday people only use a very, 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 very small percentage of your brain capacity? And there's only a very, very, very small percent of people that uses more than I think it's more than 20% of their brain capacity. So you have this huge brain and you're not using it to its full potential. Why not? Well, let's learn how to optimize our brain capacity. I'm not saying I can tell you how to go from average Joe to Einstein genius, okay? But I do have some tips on how you can increase your brain capacity and increase your memory and recall, how you can be more analytical, all right? Of course, I have my notes. I jotted it down. I did some research, okay? So, and some of them are basic things. And you may already be doing some of these things. So you could be on the right track already. The first thing is exercise. Duh. Okay. So when you exercise, you're providing your brain with more oxygen, right? Hey, Frederick. So we definitely want to make sure we're exercising and getting that blood flow and oxygen to our brain. Hey, Tina. So number one, exercise. More often, exercise regularly. And number two, something else very simple. Get some sleep, okay? And you'll notice when you're sleep deprived, your performance is extremely low. So maybe if you sleep more, okay, if you get about 6 hours of sleep, if you can average at least 6 hours of sleep every night, you'll increase your brain capacity. You'll optimize your brain capacity. You'll start recalling things better. And be more analytical. So get more sleep. All right. The next thing is DHA. Okay. DHA is found in breast milk. I'm not telling you to go out and go on a hunt for breast milk, but it's in breast milk, and your body does not naturally produce DHA after you're born, like unless you're nursing. So you can find DHA in animal-based omega-3 fats. Okay, so animal-based omega-3 fats will help increase your recall. Okay, it will help improve your cognition. All right, so you can find DHA, well, omega-3 fats in fish and liver. Actually, it said fish, liver, and brain. People in the U.S., we don't typically eat brain, but other parts of the world, I know that's okay. In the U.S., we don't typically eat brain. And actually, a lot of people in the U.S. don't really eat liver. I don't eat liver, but I do eat fish. So yes, omega-3 fats. Thanks for taking notes, James. Appreciate it. And the fourth thing is glucose. Okay, so the glucose, it is naturally occurring in your body from the insulin in your body. So your insulin produces glucose, and the glucose is good for your brain and your cognition. Not too much though. Okay, so don't walk around eating sugar cane. But coconut oil is a good substitute or a good additive for glucose. I'm allergic to coconut, so coconut oil is kind of out of the question for me. But apparently coconut oil is great for everything. And number 5, vitamin D. Get some sun, people. Sunlight, natural sunlight is great for your brain function. That vitamin D is not just good for your bones, but it's good for your brain also. So make sure you're out getting some fresh air, getting that sunlight, okay? Oh, the earring just fell out. I might want to put that back in. Let's see. Can I do this with one hand? Number 6 is your gut health. Okay? Improve your gut health. I cannot put my earring back in. I'm going to have to sit here and look like a gypsy, because I can't hold the phone and put my earring back in. Yep, I have to be a gypsy today. I just turn this way. So, where were we? Gut health, yes. Make sure that your gut, your intestines is clean and not clogged up. And so they didn't specifically say this, but to improve your gut health, you want to make sure that you're eating your vegetables, right? Make sure that you're keeping your system clean and not being clogged down with a lot of sludge. So detox. Okay, detox your gut. Get rid of all that extra stuff. Because if you think about it, when you're not detoxed, when you're all clogged and your gut isn't right, everything is off. Like, your gut not only controls your brain, but it controls like your whole body. you're sluggish, your brain functions slower when your gut is all clogged up. So definitely make sure you're detoxing your system. Also, a lot of parasites can live in your gut. Parasites can control your brain. Okay, so you don't want all these extra parasites controlling what you do and how you think, how you feel, right? So your gut controls your thoughts and your emotions. Ooh. So we definitely want to make sure we keep our gut clean. Vitamin B12. Okay, vitamin B12 is awesome for cognition and keeping your brain sharp and your vision. Yes. Music is let's see, what number am I on? Let's see, good. Number 8. Number 8 is music. Have you ever heard of the Mozart effect? If you have not, look it up. Look up the Mozart effect. There's a certain beat that, now this is not the only beat, but the Mozart effect is a certain beat that increases your brain capacity. It, like if you play music in the background while you're studying or reading, then it will help with your brain function. That's why it's so much easier to remember a song than it is to just remember something that you just read or remember something that somebody said. If it's a song, it's easier to remember. That's why when you're a kid, all the important things, they would put it in a song or put it to a tune. It still works when you're grown up. Why do we always stop doing the smart things when we grow up? Like, what? You're too grown for that? No, definitely not. And number 9, my final tip is to challenge your mind. Okay, your brain is just like any other muscle. If you want it to get stronger, you have to exercise it. So to increase your brain capacity, you have to make yourself think, challenge yourself, do puzzles and games, like not just mindless activities, but things where you actually have to think. So playing on your phone is not always a bad thing. If you're using whatever you're doing to exercise your brain. Like I used to play Sudoku all the time. Not just because I like math and I'm a numbers person, but because it makes me think. Like you really have to think if you're playing Sudoku and playing logic puzzles and things like that. Playing Clue, like just random stuff that's not necessarily studying, but it's exercising your brain and just doing those random things, even if it's a brain break from something else. So let's say you're studying something, you're really heavy on studying your personal development or studying some different strategies and you need a break. So take a break from that to do something else that's going to help your brain. Go outside in the sun and do some type of mind game. You're not just in the sun, but you're using a mind game to help increase your brain capacity, kind of waking up your brain. Because sometimes you can study the same thing over and over and over, and your brain is like, oh God, we read this already. Stop, I'm bored. So you have to shake your brain awake, right? So have a brain break of something else that's going to challenge your brain and sleep on it, right? Sleep on it and come back to it. That's why sometimes if you have a problem and like, I just need to sleep on it, and you come back with the solution the next day, because sleep helps your brain. So thank you, James, for taking notes for me. I'm going to run through 1 through 9 really quick, and then I'm going to head out. So number 1 is exercise. Number 2, get some sleep. Number 3, get some DHA from omega-3 fats. Number 4, take the glucose up a notch. Number 5, get out in the sun and suck up some vitamin D. Number 6, detox, clean your system, and check your gut health. Number 7, get some vitamin B12 in your system. Number 8, listen to music. And number 9, challenge your mind. Okay, so I've given you 9 tips to improve your brain capacity today, guys. So go out and rule the world. Okay. Have an amazing day today, on purpose, with purpose. I hope you got value out of this video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and share this video with others. And I'll be back again tomorrow in the 12 o'clock hour for another edition of Midday Motivation. In the meantime, guys, be incredible.